They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A strong running. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the bootleg, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's the number 2. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 82 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Lawrence will throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chargers 14, Jaguars 0. On 2nd and 9, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On play action, Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Flush to his right.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Brought down by D.J. Wonnum. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it, they've got his man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Rosas good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a couple. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Herbert on 3rd down now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this one is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 33. They juked him. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 43.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Hockenson here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Preston Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Back now in Jacksonville. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosas' kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And to throw again is Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll hand off here to Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's what I'm talking about.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First down, Chargers.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
On the give, this is Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.